Hey guys, let me know what you think by liking and commenting, and it really helps me and this channel out when you subscribe, so please click that button. Thanks a bunch. Alright everybody, I am going to put out this video quickly. I was going to make it longer and more detailed, but I'm going to do it quickly because I think this could be important to people who run European DCC systems like I do. I run a Markland Central Station, and I used to actually run a Roco Z21, which I think is a really underrated DCC system. But either way, this applies, from what I can tell, to Markland, Roco, and Lens and ESU systems. So I'm going to make a really long story short here. I got both of these back and put them on the track, and first I programmed them so that the smoke unit wouldn't come on until I pressed F7. But then I dumped these down onto the track, and I went ahead and turned the smoke units on. And I was going to kind of leave this as a surprise and make it kind of quirky or maybe funny, but both of these smoke units actually blew within 3 minutes. And that's just getting too weird for me. I'm like, what's going on? And let's start with this one. You can see the smoke units clearly running. And I'm going to send it around the track. But by the time it comes back around, you can kind of see that the smoke has really trailed off. Again, this is just one loop, but you can clearly see that the smoke unit is just not producing anymore. Also, the Milwaukee Road is about to come into the picture, and it doesn't quite look so great either. So I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, is Broadway Limited going to believe me? Like, hey, you sent me these two things, you repaired them, but these smoke units are blown out again. So I wrote them, I clenched and wrote them, and here's the reply I got. All right, so a bunch of stuff here, but basically they asked me a prime question, and that is how much voltage in AC is going out to the train. And it said it should be between no more than 14 and 16. Mike's Projects and Hobbies asked me the same thing, and I'm like, you know what? I usually get between 19 and 24, but actually I looked at it again, and usually it sticks around 19, sometimes briefly goes up to 21, but always around 19. But that got me thinking, I've owned a few European controllers, including ones by Lens, ESU, and Roco, and they all put out up to 25 volts, usually being somewhere between about 19 and 22. Markland actually runs 19 volts because Markland Digital, which is developed separately from DCC, specified 19 volts, and they've kept going with it. And my guess is that's why a lot of European controllers run around 19 to 22 volts. But I get it, that's more than NMRA specifies, but although NMRA does seem to have a little bit more latitude overall. So I wrote them back, I sort of crossed my fingers and hoped that they wouldn't dump my warranty for running voltage that's more than they specified. And they did write back to me this morning. Long story short, they said, yep, it's over voltage, but it shouldn't be a problem. So go ahead and send these things back, and we'll see if maybe it's some bad components or something like that. Somebody wrote me on one of my videos stating to be an electrical engineer and suspect that there's probably no closed loop cycle that monitors the temperature of the element and shuts it down or reduces the voltage if it gets too hot. I don't know. They may be right about that, and it may explain quite a bit. So we'll see how this saga ends. We'll know in a couple weeks, and I'll tell you once again how things go. And I don't have any video of those because I didn't want to keep running them. If something was going on, I didn't want to melt the boiler of the Reading T1 down again. So here's some video of another train running for you. I hope this helps somebody. You know, if they're having problems with these units, they can at least look at my struggles and know that someone else is joining them and joining their misery. As usual, I thank you for your support, and I appreciate you watching. And like usual, if you have any ideas or thoughts, mention them in the comments. So take care and happy model railroading. Happier than I am right now anyway. Take it easy, everybody.